So, just going to be doing a little bit of streaming of Elite Dangerous. Just started out in the game really, haven't really had the game that long. Currently just flogging away trying to get my Sol permit so I can visit the Sol system. So that's really where we're at the moment. If we have a little look on the screen, you can see that I've got 100% rank on the Federation, 100% on the ranks side there for the Federation. I've still just been waiting really for a mission to come up to sort of try and increase the rank to go up to the next level. I've got to get to Petty Officer, it's like 4 levels up, so there's quite a lot of work to do really for that. But I've just been hopping around between systems, basically just doing whatever jobs came up. I've installed on my Viper I've installed some cabins, so I've been doing quite a few missions where I'm just ferrying people really from place A to B, just to kind of get some money together and also trying increasing the rank as I go. What have I been looking at? So I think from looking at the various forums and stuff and the bits and bobs that I've read online, essentially it's a good idea to sort of do quite a lot of missions where you're going between systems. And Boom systems that are in Boom really seem to be the ones that provide you with the what's the word? The sort of naval missions really that help you to step up a level if you sort of in the rankings. So I've just been kind of trying to find a suitable system where I could try and do some hopping around. Currently got as you can see, I've got pretty busy at the moment. I've just turned some of the stuff off, turn off the trade routes. So you can see at the moment I'm sort of in the region of Sol. I travelled here quite early on in the game to get back to where I was, so I could sort of make the easy jump to Sol, hoping to have got to the higher rank by this stage. I've currently got a course set for Epsilon Indy. I think that's kind of one of my missions that I've got on the go at the minute, so I was just going to try and finish those off. So have a look at transactions. So we've got there you go. So black box recoveries. So I'm just going to do that. I've got to get that back to Hutton Orbital, which is a bit of a trek, so I probably won't bother trawling back through that really, because it's like an hour and a half's worth of travelling at not light speed. So I won't bore you through that. But I've got this one as well to get back to Boston base in Bernard Star. So I've got to do that within the next 13 hours. So I'll probably get that done, but I might just go and recover this, salvage this black box now, and then take it back to Hutton Orbital at a later stage. So, without further ado, I'll launch. Yeah, so I think the what I've read on the system on the online side,
distance from other ships inside this dock.
best solution, or the solution to get ranked missions, stuff is to.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship is disengaged from landing pad. Take care when leaving the station.
solution to it in the ranked missions is to kind of get between, sort of find two systems which are federally controlled, federally sort of can't think of the word, aligned, I guess, for want of a better word. Kind of run missions between the two and hope to have an opportunity to do the naval missions that need to rank up. So that's we're going to Epsilon in the. Let's see if we can recover a black box.
Frameshift drive charging.
So if you've got any questions at all, I will kind of keep nipping out to have a look at the chat. I can't see the chat when I'm in gas. So I might have a little bit of delay in answering the questions, but feel free to ask me if you've got any.
Fuse scooping.
Sun Centauri.
Fuse scooping complete.
Trying to stick to my frame shift drive, trying to drop me out of frame shift. Attacking me. Broke out that one, which is quite good. Try and make a jump as quick as I can, get into the system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, anything really. Don't really know why they're trying to attack me. I sort of found that I don't quite often get interdiction attempts when I'm near a star, so just after I jumped in. So it's pretty particularly. And I've maybe one or two where I've come as I'm coming into a star port where somebody's tried to interdict me.
Fuse scooping. Fuse scoop disengaged.
So I'm just going to get close up and drop out of warp drive, scan it, hopefully it'll tell me which part of the system I need to go travel to recover the black box. activity around Snav Beacon, so.
Incoming mission critical message. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Might be about to be instinctive again. Too close. Survey that one. Slingshot.
Mission objective detected. Cargo scoop deployed.
Ah.
Cannot comply. Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Okay. So I need to get to balance start. There we go.
Mission objective detected.
too. Go back now. Face the music. I had much sort of eventfulness like this before. This is pretty easy for me so far. Well, I kept looking at the name myself, I don't know. Try and take him out. Very fancy it.
Mission objective detected. Target destroyed.
Guns out just in case. Let's be quick. Slow it down a bit. Right, is that? Right, okay.
Cargo scoop deployed. Target destroyed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Just destroy that as well.
Ready to engage. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 3, 2,
Scary. So just nip past. Hi there, how you doing? Yeah, sorry, I've got any way of hearing the chat, so I don't think my speech to the chat isn't working, so I can't see the chat
fuse scooping.
during the gameplay. How you doing, Chris? Okay. Right, where am I going? I'm going to go down to Boston Base, isn't it? Destination. So hopefully I won't get attacked. It's, yeah, quite funny
Fuse
really.
scoop disengaged.
The last, I've been playing the game for about 45 hours. I don't think I've had many interdiction attempts as I've had in that that little space just before getting the black box. So that was pretty crazy. Get here. Like I say, I've got. Yeah, me too. Oh, whoops, missed. Too busy concentrating on the chat. Yeah, I used to play Elite when I had my first computers as well. So like, I remember playing it when it was just wireframe, black graphics on something like a Spectrum or something like that, back in my day. And then I played the Elite. Was it Elite Horizons? No, it wasn't Horizons, was it? What was the one on the Commodore Amiga? I can't remember what that one was. Anyway, I played that one, which was obviously the ones where you could do the first time you could do the planetary landings. I played that a lot. I did download an emulated version of that on my PC, just to try and bide my time in between learning that I could play this on the PC I've got now, so that's quite cool. Right, so I'm going to try and line up with Boston Base, hopefully. I'm going to try and line up so I'm fairly straight to go straight in really, so we shouldn't have too much sort of hassle trying to get around the front of the station. That's the plan. Doesn't always work that way. But it's quite useful if you use the little diagram on the left hand side, for those of you that don't know. Obviously that shows you kind of the orientation. Always the stations are always have the entrance to the port facing the planet, so you always approach from the planet with the planet behind you. But you can use the sort of little schematic there to sort of try and adjust your position so that as you enter you come in straight to the door side. Which is what we're trying to do here. So we're just going to slow ourselves down a little bit to give ourselves a little bit more time before we arrive at the suitable place to drop out of the jump in hyperspace. just about to come into a range, so we can drop out off the jump. There we go. And just at the last minute, we're going to flick it up. And drop out about there. Ooh, I've just missed that. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Genius. I'll have to see what happens there. Face it. Face it. Just failed miserably. Oh dear.
Frameshift drive charging.
Back towards the planet.
4, 3, 2,
Try that again.
1. Engage.
Okay, yeah, probably I don't really talk loud enough either. I tend to mumble a bit, so I apologise if you can't hear me. The mic, I'm afraid I can't do much about. It's up at full volume on the OBS software, so like I say, I can't actually do a great deal about the volume of the mic other than talk a bit louder, so I do apologise. I do tend to mumble slightly, usually because I don't really feel like I'm talking to anybody and I'm generally not talking to anybody when I'm streaming, to be fair. But that's no excuse. I should talk loud and proud, whatever. So, here we go. Try this again. It's quite difficult to gauge this this approach, especially as you come underneath. I think you might have to just bite the bullet and go for it there. You can see.
DeLacy, Mike Alpha, November. Submit a docking request before attempting to land at this federal station.
So we're just doing range to do the request for docking, so I'll just do that now.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 2-1.
Was that the text-to-speech thing link you've just sent me there, Chris? I'll check it out in a minute when I arrive on the dock. I think I won't try and do it at this precise moment in time.
Maintain current course, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Cool, speed a bit.
For your safety, pacification placements are active and tracking this station.
Docking completed. Ground crew have been dispatched. This facility is currently under lockdown, Commander. Not all services will be active at this time.
This station operates a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal infractions. Obey station law.
Have a quick look.
Beware
Just
of
give me a sec.
oncoming traffic in the access corridor. Observe minimum clearance distance.
Okay, I'm just trying to turn up the the microphone volume, so just let me know if you can hear me a bit better now. Can you hear me any better now, anybody?
Blocking the docking bay access corridor is not permitted. This starport will not allow.
Okay, I'll turn the game volume down a bit as well. How's that? Is that a bit better? Awesome. Well, it's okay as long as the chat lag really is more that I can't see the chat when I'm in the game, so I have to tab out of the game to view what people are maybe writing in the chat. I used to have a speech to chat program, but for some reason that's not working anymore. So the website seems to have disappeared. Okay, I'll try. Thanks. Yeah, I'm a terrible mumbler. Sorry, I'll turn it down a bit more. Can you hear the game stuff okay as well? Yeah, that's what I used to use, but I'll try it now. See if it loads. I'm sure I had that unless they've changed their web address recently.
For your convenience and safety, classification emplacements are active and tracking at this station. Be aware of oncoming traffic in the access corridor. Observe minimum clearance distance.
Okay, so hopefully I've got that speech chat sorted out now. So if somebody wants to type something, we'll see if it's working. Or maybe I'll just type something.
Anthrayuk says, "Hi, this is a test." Roberts Mania says, "Google Voice Girl lives."
if a little
I'm
slurred.
Asian says, "Test. Idle Spaceman, welcome to my channel." Roberts Mania, welcome to my channel. I'm Asian, welcome to my channel.
Hi there guys, thanks for joining me anyway. Right, okay, well as you if you didn't sort of start watching from the beginning, basically a lot of what I'm doing really this evening is trying to rank up on the Federation. I want to try to get to the
Roberts Mania
Petty Officer
says,
status, rank
Yay.
status. So I've just been plugging away doing quite a lot of Federation missions. I've just got a couple of missions which I was trying to finish off. I'm not going to bother doing finishing off this mission because I'm sure none of you really want to watch me travel for an hour and a half to get back to Hutton Orbital because it's quite a long way from the jump in point, the arrival point in the system of Alpha Centauri. For those of you who haven't played it before, yeah, it can be quite a bit of a slog. So what I've been trying to do is read on the online forums and stuff. That a good thing to do is to get to between two sort of Federation systems and essentially hop between the two, doing various jobs to get the naval missions up and running.
I'm Asian says, "Yes, never go to Hutton."
Yeah, I've been there 7 times already for various jobs, but it's usually how I get a lot of money. So, but sadly, I have the time on my hands to do it sometimes. So, essentially, what I want to try and do is probably jump between Wharf 424, which I think is also in Boom. Oh no, it's not anymore. Where was I? Do a Malta. That's in Boom. And is that in Boom? Newton Star. Newton Star and Boom. Probably just try and see if I can do some sort of trade routes between those two stars, as well as trying to fill up missions that sort of might just give me some sort of running, really, and maybe use one of those places as a bit of a base. That's kind of my general plan of action, but at the moment I'm not really seeming to getting any sort of naval missions on. Oh, they're in lockdown, so I can't do any missions there anyway. So I think probably the next thing we're going to do is travel to do a Malta, and then maybe on to whichever place I said just a minute ago. I can't remember now. Oh, Luton Star, wasn't it? So I'll just travel there. Let's fire Andy. I can't really buy any commodities. Can't really do anything in the mission. Don't think there's anything I can do from here, really. Was mission board in lockdown? I think it was, wasn't it? Presume passengers must be in lockdown too. Okay, yes, there's not much point really hanging about here. So we'll launch, go out, head off to Duamata.
Docking couplers engaged. Go for departure.
Frameshift drive charging.
All clear. FFC signing off.
So I've not long had the game, so as you can see, I'm just sort of building up quite a lot of my didn't like that. Just building up quite a lot of my stats and stuff, really, at the minute.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Roberts Mania says, have you looked at any of the voice attack profiles for this game?
No, I haven't actually. I don't think I could get voice attack working on my on my system. I did have a little look at various bits when after I spoke to you.
Says, trying to play in VR, I'm finding it really helpful to talk to the ship.
Yeah, I can imagine in VR. Fortunately, I don't have VR, so I'm obviously playing on a single screen, but it's keyboard and mouse for me, sadly.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
Let's see where we're going to go. Just pick a station at random. Go for that one. First time I've been to the system, so. Do any of you guys know if there's a good way of getting screenshots from this at all? Like, I noticed that there's a sort of a pictures file set up by the software, I guess. Is there any sort of specific dedicated buttons taking picture screenshots? Previously I've just done a few which has been, you know, control print
Roberts
screen.
Mania says, F10 normal screenshot, Alt plus F10 for high res one.
Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Thanks, Chris.
Roberts Mania says, from Reddit, I haven't tried it myself.
Yeah.
Ideal Spaceman says, how do you get permits?
You have to get permits by ranking up through missions. So if you obviously align yourself with, say, the Federal, the Imperial, I might not be Imperial. Can't remember what the other one's called. I think it's Sean. No, is it Empire? Yeah, so if you line yourself and do missions with Imperial or Federal kind of groups, then essentially you can rank up through the system that way. That's basically what I'm trying to do at the moment. Is I'm trying to rank up via the sort of Federal systems that I'm in, doing little various Federal missions, hopping between star systems. At the moment, I've got 100% to get the first sort of step on the ladder, if you like, the first ranking. But to do that, I need to get a Federal Navy mission. Which I think pop up from time to time, so they don't always pop up as and when they just sort of randomly pop up. So, but I think you get a better chance of getting them if you essentially stay in one system and do lots of missions from that system. There's more chance of them coming up from what I've read. Because that's basically what I'm trying to do, is to sort of rank up to get the Sol system permit, which you have to get to Petty Officer, which is 4 ranks.
November. You are now in Federation space. Follow all regulations before and after landing.
Well, that one worked out quite well, because I pretty much ended up right in front of the station, which is good. Rotation set. That's about right.
Access approved. Proceed to landing pad 2-1.
Can't do it from outside. I have to do it inside. Oh, hello. Oh, that's alright, just block my entrance, you dickhead. NPCs, eh? Right, 21. Oh, down there.
Landing gear deployed.
Avoid unnecessary destruction. Do not block the access corridor.
Okay.
Contact. Disembark when ready.
Right. So, if we have a look in Spaceport Services. So, first thing we're going to do is going to go to mission board. So the sections, if you idle spaceman, just so you know, so all the ones with this symbol here are all federally aligned factions. Okay, so any missions you do for these will rank up your federal ranking. They'll count towards your federal ranking as well as your reputation. So what you need to look for is to get the sort of next rank, so the step up rank. I need to find one here so that where it says the reward is not only the sort of the reputation but also a ranking mission. So, but as yet I've not seen any, and I've just been doing sort of various missions here and there just to build up my money really. Obviously you want to kind of go for the ones where perhaps they build up your reputation a bit faster. These ones obviously are a bit slower. I'm not too sure whether influence really makes a great deal of difference, but some of those help really to sort of boost your well, all the ones for any missions you do for these people will help and assist in ranking up your federal status, as it were, your federal rank. Similarly for passenger transportations, again, any with these symbols are all federally ranked, so they will all count towards your federal sort of reputation and rank, essentially. The one I tend to do with these ones, I tend to do just transportation jobs. Rather than the tourist ones, because the tourist ones tend to be like, you know, long distances, especially like this, although it's a lot of money, 26 million credits or so. You've basically got to go quite a long way to get there. So you can see grey sector, so if we go to, if we open up the galaxy map, it will show you that obviously I've switched off all the planets and stuff there, so let's just go realistic. That won't even plot the route to the system. But if we pan out here, you can see that essentially I'm over here in this section, and that trip was to go to there. So it's obviously quite a long jump. So that's why you tend to get a big money for those sort of jumps. But really, you need something that's going to be, you know, good. Good sort of ship to do the massive jumps and stuff like that, and work out where you're going. Basically, it's kind of the crux of it. So things like these, they're all quite good ones for me to do. Not paying loads of money, but it's paying quite a bit. 5 business people. Let's see what that is. Federation, industrial extraction. So many jumps. There's 2 jumps. 2 jumps to get there. So what we could do here is something called the, for those again who you don't know, it's the Elite Dangerous Database. Some of you probably do know about it, but I'll chuck the link in here so you can kind of see it.
And Grayuk says, https://eddb.io/.
Yeah, so what you can do with that link, you can plug in like where you're buying from. So for me, it's going to be wherever I am at the minute. Where am I at the second? So I'm in Donata.
Roberts Mania says, wow, that's helpful. So you can plug in that, and then the station you're at. So I'm at Polyakov, and then where we're going to. So if we plug in Mold 2, or whatever it is. Okay, and where do they want to go? I can't remember where they want to go now. Let's go back. So they want to go to Buckley, something like that, city. And then you can do find routes, and essentially that database will tell me what the best profit I can make for buying certain things from the existing system, the system in now, to where I'm travelling to, and you can actually set how many tons you can, what sort of tonnage capacity you can actually buy, how many credits you've got available to you. So obviously I've got about 7 million. And that'll update. If you do click find routes, that'll basically tell me that I could buy insulating membrane, 20 times insulating membrane for 10,000 credits. Says, just focus on narcotics and slaves, FTW.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to keep out of any sort of hassle, really, any fighting kind of thing. Unfortunately, this one's only a small increase in my reputation, but a large increase in the influence. So, I guess we might as well go for that. So that's 5. Let's go for it anyway. Gives us something to do, wasn't it? So we can't do any more of those. And then if we go to the mission board, just basically try and pick up any missions that are heading that way. Even on the in-between system, really. I don't actually know how many. Where am I heading? Can't remember where I
I said I was going now. Back to. Oh, sorry. Pressing all the wrong buttons at the minute. Where's my jump to in between? So that's 2. Okay. Kyon. You could go there. Kyon. So we can take that one. Might as well do that on the way. It's worth noting that I want domestic appliances here. Can have a quick look and see if there's anything coming back the other way. Do you know how to? I can never sort of work out how to add a browser, like a browser page, on no, OBS Studio browser source. It doesn't seem to work when I've done it before. But I'll try and get the page up. Do that. No, it's not what I want to do, is it? Do that. Let's do display capture. That's what we want to do. Okay, that'll do. That's not right. Window capture. Okay, so what we'll do, I'll just do okay, it looks like the only way I'm going to be able to show you to do it is display capture, so excuse the transition, but essentially you can see here on this Elite database, Elite Dangerous database, so I can enter in sort of maximum hop distance, minimum supply, etc. here. I put 20 tons of cargo, 7 million credits, where I'm going from and to. This is to fly back, basically, and again it gives me like how much profit I can get depending on how much I've obviously bought. If I bought that particular that particular commodity. So we can swap them around, go back the other way. So like here I was basically saying if I spend 10,000 I can sort of make essentially 27,000 profit on here. So it's quite good, some quite good useful information on this site. And it gives you lots of information about other bits, elements of Elite Dangerous, so it's definitely worth kind of checking out if you get a chance. So, sorry, got slightly sidetracked there. Right. Right. So I've got quite a cargo use, haven't I? So I'm not going to have to use anything there, I don't think. No, we won't worry about that too much, but I've got a couple of missions to go on the way, so we might as well get off and do those.
Imagin says, most don't speak of the ethics of Elite. Imagin says, the slave trade choice and such.
I think, funny enough, it was probably was. Oh my word! Come out there a bit too quick. Ooh, that was close. No, it wasn't. Anyway, how not to exit a port? Oh dear. Sorry, I wasn't really concentrating there. Went way too fast out of that one. Yeah, I think, funny enough, when I used to do Elite, Elite, you know, the older versions of Elite, I did used to do sort of trading in narcotics and slaves and things like that, but
Imagin says, your voice is low again.
Is it? Sorry, I'm probably mumbling it. Maybe it might be the game's a bit louder as well, so let me just do that. Is that better? I'll do a bit of fuel scooping while we're here. Keep it stocked.
Imagin says, some may be lower the game sound in the menu.
Yeah, I'll just adjust it again a bit more. So it feels like the game sound's going to be too low, really, but I guess maybe you're not really interested in the game sound. Oh, I forgot to go and deliver that stuff. Oh well, never mind. Got carried away. That was probably more pressing.
I'm Asian, says. Long haul to stations these days.
Yeah, I didn't realise this one was so far away, to be honest, but shouldn't be too long, really. No, it's because you're jumping at a different star, isn't it? That's probably why. But at least it's not Hudson Outpost. Hudson Orbital, even.
I'm Asian, says. Station named after James Frederick Butler, astronaut.
Oh, okay.
I'm Asian, says. Most stations and bases are named after people.
You sound like quite a seasoned player.
I'm Asian, says. 4 years.
What do you mainly do in the game at the moment? Then is it? I don't know how to pronounce the name. I make one. Edge one. I don't know. I don't know if the system's pronouncing it right, but it sounds never quite says it things quite right, does it? It's probably something really obvious that I can't really read. Oh dear. And I'm going to look like a right doofus when you actually tell me what it is. Anyway, I'm only playing this in solo mode at the moment, to be honest. I'm not playing online at the minute. Partly just because I wanted to get into the game.
That's okay. I'm Asian, says. Eyes fine.
Yeah, so are you a bit of an explorer then, Nye, or are you Are you a trader, or are you a bounty hunter, or what's your kind of penchant in the game?
I'm Asian, says. Mostly trade.
I assume that you've seems to be playing with quite a while. You've probably got quite a big ship at the moment, have you? Or something you can
I'm Asian.
haul quite a lot of stuff.
Based out of the Empire at the moment.
I'll have to play online at some point, I guess. Who knows? We may even come across each other. Probably not where I am at the moment, though.
I'm Asian, says. I tend to stick with the Python, not that big.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Well, I've kind of got this. I got this Viper, and I kind of whacked a load of stuff on it. Really, upgraded it quite a lot, and then I decided that it might be quite good to have like a ship where I could sort of base somewhere where I could just go and do some sort of bounty hunting. Sometimes in the ring systems where the refineries are, it seems to be quite a good place to get some money. Sort of a bit quicker, as long as you don't shoot too early or crash into anything else. Or but I'm a little bit trigger happy, so I don't do that often because I have lost a few ships that way by firing a little bit too early before I've actually got the wanted kind of thing come up on the scan. Ooh, excuse me.
I'm Asian, says. Attention is rewarded by the game.
Did you say Shift F10 for a high res image? Yeah, we'll try it anyway. Oh, or maybe not now. Wasn't Control? Was it? Oh, F10. Capturing high res. Okay, cool. So, with the, I mean, although you're doing the Empire, I assume it's pretty much the same. With the sort of ranking missions, presumably they come up every now and again. But is it sort of a best to do it sort of sticking between it in the same system all the time? Is that more chance than coming up? would you say?
I'm Asian, says. Yes, if the controlling faction is the one you want to rank with.
Yeah, I think where I've gone wrong so far is I've tended to sort of hop around between systems, just doing very random missions rather than doing it with the same factions, basically. And I think that's really where I've gone wrong a little bit. But I guess you live and learn, don't you?
I'm Asian, says. As long as you're having fun is what matters.
Well, yeah, definitely.
I'm Asian, says. It's a game after all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying playing this game a lot. I'd like to get Horizons, actually, when I'm kind of hoping that I might be able to get Horizons on a Black Friday deal, maybe, with through Steam, because I bought this through Steam, so that's kind of what I'm hoping to do. I do quite like the flight dynamics of this game. They're quite satisfying when you get it right. Obviously not like my last Starport exit.
Says. The last holiday sale was Halloween, so maybe Black Friday.
Yeah, unfortunately I just missed out on... I literally missed out by a few hours on the Halloween deals on this. I was a bit annoyed. I got an email about it saying that it was up for discounted price, and but I thought I must have misread the email, and I found the email after I purchased it. So it was a bit of a shame. But if I'd like to get Horizons though, because I think it'd be quite cool to do the planetary landings. Oh, hello. Oh, great. Jesus. Oh, just when I was coming in. Come on. Brilliant. Alright, where am I? Oh, it's going to put me right on the wrong side of it now, isn't it? Let's go back this way.
I'm Asian, says. Nice payout.
Yeah, not too bad. It's sort of fairly straightforward as well, which was nice.
I'm Asian, says. There was a second of ill data 1.
Sorry, say it again. Oh, hang on a minute. I can read it. Don't worry. There was a second Avil data one. Was there?
I'm Asian, says. Top of the list, I think.
Oh, these ones are big. Yeah, okay. Not too bad. Where's that one? I wonder where that was. Okay. Cool.
I'm Asian, says. No worries if it's not your gig.
Yeah, that's good. I'll just see what trade lines I've got. Actually, I've got a lot of stuff in my cargo hold at the minute. I can't actually remember what I've got in my cargo hold and why I've got so much of it. So I'm going to get rid of those. See if I can offload some of this. Sort of get rid of them. Can't be bothered. Fine. Right. Right.
I'm Asian, says. Nice but Hutton mug.
Yeah. Well, you got to get it, I guess, haven't you, really? Seeing as I've been there so often. Hmm. 21. So I've got 15, so 15 tons. I could buy. Not exactly big profits out of that one. Yeah, well, let's just do it anyway. Cool, that'll do. Stop that up. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can make a bit of a less of a hash of leaving this port. Yeah, I know. Here we go.
I'm Agent says. Too many choices for Bruce name of station. I'm Agent says. I choose the shark from Jaws though.
Where are we? Oh, hello. Close. Right, where's one? Aha.
Landing gear deployed.
Right. Where's Luton Star then? I know I've been there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Right, here we go. It's going to be my last little run today. 27 then. There it be. Right. If anything says over here. Okay, I think I'm probably going to end my stream there. So thanks guys for watching. It's been a pleasure to have you on board. Hopefully it wasn't too dull for you. And catch you again sometime. But thanks for coming along. Take care.